You have to kiss her, bro. You have to kiss her. Just kiss her. Call in. Okay. He can't look you in the eyes and beg you like that, and you don't. Oh no, it's you just low key have to kiss her. You just have to kiss her. He's gonna kiss her, realize that he likes her, right? But he's gonna feel ashamed because he likes her while she's distraught and crying and miserable and upset. She's gonna say thank you. She's gonna go back home. She's gonna be embarrassed that she made him kiss her. She's gonna be like, let's never talk about this again. And he's gonna take her wishes for it because he's trying to be a good guy and all of this, but he's gonna be thinking about her because now that he kissed her, he realizes how much he likes her. But she's trying never to speak of it again because she's embarrassed that she asked him to kiss her. And he's trying never to speak of it again because she asked him to never speak of it again. And so they're gonna like each other and they're gonna be both pretending that they don't like each other. They're just gonna fuck everything up. Is that a diamond encrusted pineapple?
Evidently, diamonds are not so rare after all.
I guess not.
No matter how many jewels anxious mamas might send.
He's trying to bribe you.
Perturbed by what Lady Whistledown.
Those are good bribes. Loki.
She thinks I am afraid. If I am to grant someone my favor, she must do more to earn it.
I see.
I shall simply choose someone who sparkles. And then Whistledown will be reminded once and for all. It is she who should be afraid.
Gentle reader.
Of what, though?
Said that fools rush to judge. And Miss Katani Sharma, at the ripe age of 6 and 20, still managed to capture the heart of none other than the Viscount Bridgerton.
Oh god. Imagine thinking 26 is so old that getting married at 26 is like, wow. That's crazy. Also, I just realized that part of the reason Penelope knows so much about other people, it's not just the fact that she's been on the outskirts her whole life, it's also the fact that she has this fascination with the courtship practices that others engage in, that she has such difficulty engaging in herself. So it's that curiosity that leads her to wonder, well, who matched with who? How did she get him? All the examples she cited are women who, for all intents and purposes, should have been like herself without hope, but managed to make it. It's almost like Penelope keeps a mental log of these women, and it's like, if they can make it, I can make it too. Ironically, her pain is the very thing that puts her in position to be Whistledown. And I love the way she's matching her surroundings. This dress is cute. You look good.
Your mama let you keep your dresses.
Mm-hmm.
The looking glass does not lie.
Mm-hmm.
The truth is, that which some dismiss as common rock,
Very beautiful.
time reveals to be precious stone.
Mm-hmm.
A fact. Follow me.
My god, I can't believe this all belongs to him. And would that a great aunt might pass? You know what I'm saying? She gives a little wealth into the family. Not that I'm wishing death on anyone.
No one touches.
But if you do die, please make me rich.
Upstairs you will find your library, as well as the music room, the private drawing room.
I love this green that we've got going on throughout this episode.
Rooms all there. 27, including the servants' quarters. Mind you do not bother Mrs. Khanna, or you'll have to clean them all yourself.
I hope it doesn't go to his head, you know?
Separate rooms.
Of course. That is how it is done.
That is how it is done. By who? Okay, you're gonna let a servant tell you what to do? You own this place now. I know you're gonna take some time to settle, so whatever, but you own the house. Wanna sleep in the same bed with your husband? You can. You're looking good. You're looking good. The whole family's looking good.
Why worry yourself, Mom? One of the girls will make good.
Oh, dear God.
Mama, Ray has accompanied me to Rotten Road.
Oh, would you prefer to be promenading with your fellow debutantes?
Would you like to watch grass grow?
Are you saying you want my help after what Lady Whistledown wrote?
She has never been more wrong about anyone. I just pay her no heed.
Indeed. Sooner or later.
I mean, low key, you were kind of right. Um, he is doing it for attention. It's not really who he is deep down, so spoke facts.
And we shall dance on the day of her demise.
If only you knew.
You must engage.
Honestly, it's giving the Duke and Daphne. It's giving sort of a rehash of the general plot of the first episode where, well, that one was, oh, I'm acting like I'm interested in you to make other guys interested in you. And this one is, I'm teaching you how to have charm. But it's the same kind of vibe because the Duke was also sort of teaching Daphne about herself, about her pleasures, about how to recognize what she wanted as a woman, you know. So I don't know how I feel about that. It's like they sort of took season one's, general plot line, and then without the Duke and the Daphne, they just kind of rehashed it in the form of Penelope and Colin. I mean, Colin's entire revampness, I don't much care for. And I think I'll get into why I don't more later, but this entire douchebaggery, Clint he's become is not working for me. Like, I like Sweet Colin. I don't know who the this dude is. He's tall as shit. He look good. But, like, who is this dude?
Learn how to wave your fan, blot your lashes. Often that is all it takes. Men are quite simple beings.
Well,
I suppose I can show you.
Not me. Them.
he's gonna see anyway. It's fine. He'll fall in love with you. It's only a matter of time.
How delightful to see you all.
Oh no.
Splendid weather we are having.
Oh, stop.
Mrs. Featherington, you seem discomposed.
You seem like you're about to have a stroke.
Please forgive me.
I mean, you look cute. You're... There's just no way around it. Okay, so I'm just gonna call it like it is. Okay? She looks beautiful, and her assets are set to good advantage. She is clearly well endowed, if not in money. I mean, girl, if you can keep it together for 5 minutes, you'll be alright. Like, you look good. My God.
I hear Lord Courtney arrived in town last night. He did. He is rather handsome and a lover of music, I hear.
Is he perhaps a good match for Francesca?
I actually like how they make an effort to match them according to people who have their interests. Like, we've seen a version of these matches where it's just, oh, who has the most money, who has the most land. Perhaps this is a romanticized version of it, but I appreciate that they're actually trying to introduce her to men who share her interests. I think that's cool.
The reason that I have come for tea today is to inform you that Her Majesty is not done with the season. She is still seeking her diamond.
This was
by
their
some other
entertainment.
day. Nevertheless,
It's low-key kind of boring though, like...
Does she?
It's all like gossip and scandal and ooh la la, but it's hard to think that at some point this is all people are doing, like, all day, every day. Damn. No Netflix, no books. Well, they had books, but damn.
So, and
Mother is so happy.
anyone.
There is, I trust, every reason to hope both of you might, before long, be presenting the family with an heir.
Mama?
Have you taught them anything about sex? Because Daphne had no idea. Daphne had no idea how children were made, no idea what sex was, no idea about her own body. You haven't taught them anything. You suddenly want her to know how to get pregnant? Bruh, get out of here.
How rude. Albion and I are very passionate.
Of course. Good. And you? This tea is it's quite bitter. Never mind the tea. How often?
Once. On our wedding night.
Yeah, I feel like something ain't right. You see Anthony and Kate? That's what it looks like when things are going right. So if you're out here only once and only on your wedding night, you didn't like it. He didn't know what to do. Mm-mm.
That's my hair. If you want to be her sister, you must try harder.
Flattens my hair.
Fortune is on the rise.
Oh. Honestly, this is icky for me. This is really icky for me. And again, I don't see why we had to fuckerize Colin. Are we saying as a society the only time we can find a man attractive is when he is a whoring fuckboy? Is that really the message? Like, I couldn't like Colin when he was sweet and thoughtful and considerate. He had to turn into a man whore, and all of a sudden I'm supposed to be like, oh my god, he's so hot. He's hot because he's hot, like his hair, his body, but his behavior is ick. And the fact that Netflix doesn't seem to draw any delineation between the two, people are going to be like, oh my god, Colin's so hot, because physically they turned up on him, but the Duke was like this, Benedict to some extent is like this, Colin is like this. I would have loved for them to bring Colin back, bring him back with the new hair, with the new bald, okay, but still have sweet, sensitive, thoughtful Colin, and have all the girls going crazy about him because he's the kind of guy where he talks to them about, you know, what they like and about what stitch they're doing and what dress they're working on. And the next day he remembers and he asks about it again and they're like, oh my god, you actually care. And it's like Colin is actually charming. He's actually sweet. He's actually charming. And is in a way different from the Duke. Is in a way different from Anthony. Is in a way different from Benedict. We get to see a guy be charming in a way that is also sweet and thoughtful and considerate. And we get to vouch for that. We get to cheer that on instead of all this fuckboy shit. The only way I could find Colin attractive is if he turns into this. Get the fuck out of here. Who are these whores?
Same time tomorrow?
Perhaps.
He looks like a vampire. He looks like freaking Dracula.
The truth is, you do not need a lesson.
You agree I am
Twilight Henry Colin looking motherfucker.
You are very teachable.
Oh my god.
I apologize.
Yes, and you were so very charming about it, teasing me mercilessly, in fact. And I think I know why.
I'm not sure you do, Baji.
Because
Colin, it is impossible to be in society and not care what others think. Society.
To be fair.
I was entirely freed of being the Colin Bridgerton that Tom knows me to be.
And so you became
This is
this?
how I became myself.
Oh. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho. If this is yourself, respectfully vomit. I'm sorry. I know it might come across as I'm being hard on him. I love Colin, okay? But if this is legitimately yourself, vomit. Just vomit. I don't know. Maybe the guys will like it. It's like, oh, he's with two chicks at the same time, girl. Just vomit. Okay? Vomit. We keep selling this idea that, oh, this is what an alpha male is. He talks a bunch of shit. He says things he doesn't mean. He flirts. He seduces. And, oh, this is what a real man is. Fuck that. Fuck that. It's empty. Dear God. What happened to men of substance? You know, we keep talking all this shit about women of substance. What happened to men of substance? Nah. I don't like it.
Waiting for the est- Once you break free, the world opens up.
To be a fuckboy?
It sounds so easy. So that I may feel comfortable in the world.
He's tall as hell. Yes, I do like
It'll be
that.
finding that comfort in yourself that will get you there.
True.
What is
Facts.
the one thing in the world that makes
Oh, you miss your wife? Respect, bro. Like, for real, legit, you can't go to him. Like, it's a servant. They don't get to tell you what to do. It's your house, baby. You make the rules. Change how things are done. I feel like this new house and this new money might rock their entire family if they're not careful. Like I can see their son becoming a monster if they don't watch it. Oh Lord. Oh, you look good in that carriage. Oh, you look like you was born for this.
Perhaps you might like to spend some of that new fortune on something more grand.
Careful, girl. Careful. Don't let them make you waste your money. Okay? I feel like when you come into money, new money, you gotta just chill for a second. See how your lifestyle fits into what you've acquired, and then figure out what you can spend on and what you can't spend on. If you just go on spending sprees, you're about to waste everything. Don't be letting them spend your money.
Such an unexpected new face amongst them. I believe it best to show the Ton that not everything has changed.
I understand
Very wise.
your hesitation.
Girls, look at this lovely French blue satin. Certainly.
Oh, she's so happy. It's so cute.
I'm so grateful now that Mama has you to absorb her attention. I can stay dealing with suitors at least another year.
Francesca is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I just can't figure out what she actually wants. Like, I know she said she wants someone kind, but like, it's almost like she doesn't. Like, she's like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't, which is fair. But she's also not exactly trying, is she?
We are not going to the market this time. We're going to the Bridgerton drawing room.
But why?
So he can seduce you in private.
Got my makeup outside the Eloise
Sorry.
The afternoon at
So
the
he can
meeting
teach
with
you
Francesca and our mother.
and the
lessons.
rest of your family.
Trust me, not one of them will be leaving that table in the immediate future.
I think part of his new allure is that it feels like they've aged him up a bit, you know. So since Bridgerton season 1, season 2, it's been at least, I think, like a year more. He's looking like he's grown, and I guess that's part of the hair, part of the outfit as well.
Here, your maid can wait outside, and we can pretend we're at a ball.
Have you gone mad?
Imagine it with me, Pen. Across the room, gentlemen are asking young ladies to dance.
He's actually really trying. I like that.
The lemonade table.
Oh, he's smoldering. Oh, okay. Girl, it's about to get real.
The imaginary cellist.
No, with the dashing suitor you just met by the refreshments.
He's even subconsciously, he said, no, you ain't finna flirt with another man. Flirt with me. He may not understand us what he said, but that's basically what he said. Boy, you're about to fall in love so hard. Let's go.
You don't have to be embarrassed, you know me.
You know
That's
him.
why I will feel even more embarrassed because I know you.
I mean, he's trying, Penelope. Like, come on.
Forgive me. It is only
You in love.
deep inside.
You love him.
I know I can be. Somehow my character gets lost between my heart and my mouth, and I find myself saying the wrong thing, or more likely, nothing at all.
Ever felt this
Forget
way?
what is wrong or right. Imagine what you would want to say to me if I were a suitor, without concerning yourself with how I might receive it.
Oh, God. Okay.
Your eyes. A most remarkable shade of blue. Yet somehow they shine even brighter when you are kind.
Oh. Oh. Penelope. Oh my God. I felt that. The tension between these two is crazy. You could cut it with a knife. Oh my God, she gave me chills. Oh my God, I second that though. What she loves most about him is his kindness. Colin has always been exceptionally kind, which is what we all love about him. I don't think I need to see him sleeping with 100 women to know he's gotten confident. You know what I'm saying? I don't. They seem to keep trying to tell us certain things as a society that doesn't work. They're saying, oh, if you are a confident, healthy young man, this is the way you're supposed to behave, right? But the girls that you're sleeping with are thoughts. They're not supposed to have a high body count. So you, as a confident young man, you're going around sleeping with everything that moves. But if you're a woman and you're taken in by this confident young man, now you're a slut because you're having sex with him and with other confident young men. The behavior that they're asking men to engage in to prove their confidence and their virility and their youth is the same behavior that is quote unquote, or that they say quote unquote devalues the women around them. So what are you doing? What are you doing?
I might say something like that if you were a suitor.
Mm-hmm. Drink it all. You feeling hot.
Well,
You feeling
that was,
thirsty.
rather direct.
Mm-hmm. He's affected by her. He's affected by her. Why you just date the girl? Girl, why are you stroking it like that? Good God, Penelope.
Can now declare with great certainty that Paris is some of the most beautiful women in the world.
Oh, that's his diary.
Lucky I am.
So his diary just happened to be sitting here on this table, open, just finna wait for anyone to walk in and read. Low key, I feel like at the point that you have left your diary out in the open, you can't even be upset if somebody reads it. You can't. You were inviting it. His sisters could have walked in, his brother could have walked in, the house help could have walked in, anyone could have walked in. Like, at this point, it's fair game.
I marvel at how one can feel such intimacy, but also such great distance.
Pen, were you reading that?
No,
Yes. I appreciate that. I appreciate his thoughts about intimacy and the recognition that even with physical intimacy, there can be such a great distance, but because you don't actually know this person, right? It is almost intimacy and the illusion of intimacy at the same time. This, like going to Paris, meeting new people, even experiencing new things with them, that's fine. Like, that's, to me, this is almost a normal part of growing to a certain extent. For me, this sincere connection, appreciation is different from his fuckboy. You understand what I'm saying? This is real. That is just trash. So that's that.
I did not mean to.
You did not mean to pick up my journal and read it.
No, I did.
You did leave it open, Colin. It was open in the open.
But I should not have.
Well, no, you should not. Whatever you read was not meant for another's eye.
Why is it open?
On your hand.
There's nothing.
It's not nothing. Stay there.
Tie his hand. Let's see the chemistry. Oh. Yeah. Hey, yo. Hey, you know Colin's like eyes, like his eyeline is insane, right? Like there's nothing the man can do. However he looks at her, he can't help but see. Oh my God. Your eyes went down, my G.
Your writing. It's very good.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should pause for the day.
Oh, Colin. Just kiss the girl. God damn.
Will I see you tonight?
Thank you for the lesson.
She's learning how to speak her thoughts, like her innermost thoughts, which is actually helpful because Colin is the person that she has loved for the longest time. If she can speak her innermost thoughts to Colin, first about his eyes, then about his writing, she can do that with other men. So simply the exposure that she's getting with him is going to help her, right? Regardless of the quote unquote lessons. I appreciate that. His writing is very good. Vampire. Oh my god. You know what? I'm changing it. He looks like a werewolf. He does. A very sexy werewolf. But they've made him so... But no, not They've made him so like... Oh. Eloise, just like talk to her. Jesus, she had a good reason.
Mom, would you not like to at least see?
Okay.
But Lady Kent certainly had an eye for jewels.
Something troubling you?
Penelope was at our house today.
Mm-hmm. Telling him he had pretty eyes.
But it is difficult to know how to act when still I do not know what happened between the two of you.
We simply grew apart.
I like the fact that she's still keeping her secret.
I didn't wish for her to be friendless, and you might be all she has now.
Eloise is a good friend. She is.
Of course.
How is she?
Aww.
Penelope?
Love your friend.
But I only want to make sure she's not suffering or despondent.
She is neither suffering nor despondent.
She's suffering a little bit. She's a little despondent.
In fact, she seeks to take a husband this season.
Because she's suffering and despondent.
Penelope. It's so unlike her.
It's the suffering and despondency.
She's not seeking a husband in you, I hope.
No, I'm only helping her find one.
Oh, I feel like the moment Eloise realizes that he likes Penelope and Penelope likes him back, she's gonna ruin it. I feel like that's when she'll feel, because she's his sister, of course. She's gonna feel like she has to tell him that she's Lady Whistledown and everything is just going to explode. Damn. Yo, the hairstyles are crazy. Oh,
Finally, they seem to be putting in some work.
competition.
Yes, Your Majesty.
If only your curtsy had been low enough in your first season out.
Oh no. Oh, we hate a criticizing, nagging mother who always makes sure to rub your shortcomings and failures in your face. People make mistakes. People are less than perfect. You should never be the kind of parent that makes the habit of throwing your kids' shortcomings in their face. What's wrong with you? Jesus, toxic, poisonous, venomous snakes, man, walking around saying they're parents. Oh no.
My dear, you should know it is not my intention to push suitors on you this season, but perhaps you might become acquainted with a few other young ladies, so that your circle is wider than simply Miss Cowper.
Honestly, like, I love her mama. I love her mama so much. To someone else, they might be like, oh, this is too much. Why do you keep trying to tell me? I love it. She is genuinely interested in her daughter's life, and she respects her desires and her opinion. Her daughter is clearly not that interested in taking suitors, so her mom is like, okay, well, how about talking to some of the other young ladies, making a few friends, which is excellent advice. It might not be that easy, you know, because your mom might not get the undercurrents of your current social standing, but yes, by all means, find at least one other person other than Cressida Cowper. Shit, you've got to be at least one person.
I plan to.
Yeah?
Miss Bridgerton, would you like to take a turn about the room with us?
I do enjoy a good turn.
Okay, you're trying. Good on you, baby. I like it.
Shall we greet the Queen?
Perhaps that could wait.
You running away.
The musically inclined suitor.
Okay.
I believe.
Oh.
I'll start with one and see where the evening leads us.
Oh, the mama is so cute.
Good evening, Mr. Bridgerton. Mr. Bridgerton.
Ladies.
More ladies.
Mr. Bridgerton,
Oh, God.
I see you on the dance floor.
What say you, brother? Time for you to dance? Yes.
So aggressive. That's evil, Colin. Penelope, let's go.
Your wife is a pastry, Mr. Finch. Perhaps if you savored her as much as you do food, she would be with child by now.
I think of Prudence as a bonbon. Delicate and oh so agreeable.
Mr. Danforth, you are so pretty. I shall.
I don't know what to make of that. That was so much. Are both these gentlemen straight? And if they are straight, do they actually want to be married, or did they just agree with the girls to appear married so that they would both have their respective freedoms? He seems like a nice enough guy, like sweet, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not the brightest bulb, in the bunch, but he seems like a good man. And you can go a long way with a good man. So there are worse things than he likes your daughter too much. The other dude, I can't figure him out. So I sent her to look for pastries. I don't know. Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening! She said that so sweetly. Good evening, Penelope. Tell me this nigga don't look like Count Dracula. Tell me he doesn't. Tell me it's me. Tell me it's me. Tell me I'm lying. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Now look at me. Now look at him. Now look at me. Is it me?
Would very much like to read more one day, if you would let me.
Aww.
Should we make an agreement?
Okay.
I will consider it.
Okay.
If you speak to at least one lord tonight.
Fair enough.
Well, what do you suggest?
Lord Devlin, episode 1. Lord Devlin was fine as hell. Lord Devlin likes her wit. Lord Devlin will appreciate her writing. Lord Devlin, Lord Devlin, Lord Devlin, Lord Devlin, Lord Devlin. Oh my God, I would love a love triangle. Lord Devlin. Finally, let Colin be the one who's jealous and pining. Lord Devlin, let's go.
Him. Lord Basilio.
Lord Basilio is a Viscount.
And you are Penelope Featherington. Do not forget that.
Okay, so you have value.
It's all yours.
I do like this. I like him. He's come into himself. I appreciate it.
Lord Basilio, I did not see you there.
No matter. I cultivate reserve these days anyway.
Life is too short for that, is it not? Lord Basilio, you quite well.
What happened?
His horse recently died.
You are joking.
I am not.
Surely someone here is not in mourning?
Lord Devlin.
We shall gallop along.
Eloise said, bitch, whose brother are you laughing with? Oh, no. She's trying to get in the way of our happiness. Eloise. Eloise, Eloise, Eloise. Listen, listen. It's meant to be, baby. Just let it go. Let us be happy.
You know, whenever I have a disagreement with an acquaintance, I find the best course of action is simply to pretend they are dead.
Cressida, no, that's not healthy, okay? When you have a disagreement with an acquaintance, you're supposed to allow time for tempers to cool down and then resolve it with effective communication. Pretending that they're dead is toxic as F.
I do not think that would be possible with Penelope. Unless I pretend she's a ghost. She was at my house today.
Whatever for?
Oh, careful. Careful.
Seems Colin is helping her look for a husband.
Eloise, why would you do that?
Eloise, do you have any special talents with which you hope to impress the Queen?
Talents? No. Unless you consider an actor saying the wrong thing at the wrong time a talent. By the time I tried to tell the French tutor he was very nice, instead called him un chouette.
An owl? Oh no. Mr. Beaufort?
Yes, well, in truth, I cannot blame my teachers for my lack of talent. It's not their fault I'm, in fact, such a troublesome student.
I think we have found your talent.
You're funny.
Indeed, you're a most entertaining speaker. Do not stop.
Aww, Eloise, making friends, bruh. I love to see people coming to their own. I feel like the more in life you find yourself at those points at which you are challenged, and the more you learn to persevere and come out of your comfort zone and try new things, the more you get to that place where you realize, oh, I'm actually good at this. I can do this. I can do that. I can do this. And just that sense of all the things that you are capable of doing helps you to have this new sense of self and new sense of self-esteem. I love it. It's so beautiful. Go out, travel, meet new people, try new things. It's going to change your life. Revive it.
Superb. And do not be intimidated. This can all be rather enjoyable if you do not resist.
You look to be enjoying your time with the young.
That sounds like they're low-key about to violate you. That was not comforting.
But that was me doing the not resisting bit.
I am not certain Mrs. Stowell is taking your experiment so casually.
Oh my gosh, she said.
Excuse me, I must find some taffy.
How are we expected to understand all these society rules when even someone born into this world cannot grasp them?
Fair.
But once you have performed your function and found your match, you are free.
Francesca, dearest.
Gorgeous black man, gorgeous black woman. Let's go.
I hear lately I have been enjoying Ries. His piano trios are quite beautiful. And Beethoven's Appassionata. I could listen to it forever.
That is quite expressive music. I once heard a rumor the trios was written to convey his feelings for Mademoiselle Ludwigs. Do you not think you can feel it in the music?
I mostly enjoy the chord progressions.
What? What did he do? He was fine. He was intense and quite sensual, actually, kind of sexy. He's speaking music. Sweetheart, what do you want? Your mama did good. I don't understand.
After Eloise's fumbles last season...
Mama. Low key, you are now available. So I think that you should forget your daughter. Sounds bad. Sounds terrible. But you should forget your daughter, huh? And you should find yourself a nice duke or lord or viscount. As I remember from Queen Charlotte, you had a certain itch that needed to be scratched. By all means, go scratch that itch. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what are you? 30-something, 40-something? You could get married too. What we doing? Let's go find. Oh, still loves her husband. Still loves her husband. No, but she's starting to move on. Hence why she found herself, experiencing attraction and desire. Girl, what's up?
I am fearful of pushing another daughter too hard, but also fearful that without a push, Francesca will marry the first good enough match.
Right.
And never set foot out of her natural sphere.
Right. The girl does not want to leave her comfort zone. Yo, it's actually more difficult being a parent than you think, huh? Scared to push, scared to not push. How to know what the right thing to do is with your kids.
I may be with child already. I must eat for two.
Your arrogance does not count as two people.
That is enough. Now, why do you not stand with your husbands?
You did not just pass that from hand to hand to hand and put it back. Oh no.
Albie and I lay together before we arrived.
I'll just lower your voice.
Girl, not lying in the same bed. You have to do something.
Not here.
Just tell them how to have sex. What are you doing? Just teach them.
What about you? I simply... I do not enjoy it.
Because he sucks. Because they only care about their own pleasure. Because they've never been taught to value the pleasure of a woman. Unless apparently you're a rake. Then it's in your best interest to make sure that the women that you're sleeping with have a good time so that more will want to sleep with you. It is psychotic. Absolutely psychotic. More women should talk about sex with their daughters so at least their daughters know how to control their own pleasure.
A woman's pleasure is somewhat more subtle than a man's.
Hallelujah, amen.
He inserts himself.
Inserts himself? Inserts himself where?
I told you. What have you been doing?
We kiss.
Okay.
And he makes an odd sound, and then he goes to change his britches.
Oh. Oh no. Oh wow. Oh, he's been coming from a kiss. Oh. I mean, personally, I think that's not the biggest deal in the world. It just means he's not as experienced. I feel like that's something that you work on, and that's something that passes with time. At least he finds you really sexy. So there's that. I don't think that's something to be bothered too much about. But like, let him come once so it's out of the way. And then, you know, perhaps the second time he lasts longer.
Britches remain on?
Of course.
Why must I be punished? I've seen the Gerard painting in the back room. I think you might find it, well, rather brilliant.
I like it.
Just have any good gossip?
Oh, Cressida, don't do it. Cressida, shut up. Cressida, close your mouth. Cressida. Cressida. Cressida.
I cannot think of anything at the moment.
Oh, oh, I'm so proud of you. Oh, Cressida. Cressida, baby. Okay. Oh. Being a real friend. Yeah. Marriage material. Let's go.
Miss Featherington.
I love
It's a fine
it.
evening, is it not?
The gentleman in the wheelchair. Oh wow, I'm so sorry. I saw the curl on her head for a second. I thought it was a huge pimple. I didn't know what was happening. It's a curl. Okay. Alright. I love the inclusion.
But on days Whistledown is delivered, I sit by the door and read it as soon as it arrives.
Do you? I must admit.
It's chuking his heart. You understand? It's coming like, you know, Frozen, those little shards of ice. That's what it's like. It's like pew 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 pew. Then it's just hitting Colin like pew 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 pew. Shot to the heart. Just love the girl. You know you want to. Why are you wasting our time, bruh?
Enjoy myself. Very much.
I'm certain he did as well.
Doesn't like him. She just likes that he liked something that she has worked so hard on and values.
It is rather unseemly that Miss Featherington took his help.
Pitiable, I think.
She's kind. Perhaps overly so.
Pardon me, what are you whispering about?
Oh, Colin! Let's get straight! Yes, my man. Let's go. I forgive you for being a man whore because you're so much more than a man whore. You are a man. You're a man. Let's go.
Just wondering why an eligible gentleman such as yourself would help a spinster find a husband.
Especially someone who is so beyond hope for success.
It's actually all rather sad.
Don't run. Look them right in the eye and you say that I'm far from a spinster. And I suppose the only ones who will be shocked are you. Something witty. I don't know, girl. But you stand. Face them. Don't run. When you run, you're saying that they're right. They're not right. They're assholes. Look them right in the eye. Tell them to kiss your ass.
Wait.
She's gonna be like, it must have been Eloise because no one else knew she was at the house but Eloise. And Eloise is gonna be like, it's Cressida. But it wasn't Cressida. Cressida had your back. I don't know how they found out, but it wasn't Cressida. It's gonna be a whole mess.
What am I helping Penelope?
No, I did not mean...
Which means you did.
And relax. She really didn't. Like, she wouldn't even want to.
Friends with Cressida in place of Penelope, I will never understand. What could Penelope possibly have done to warrant such maltreatment?
She started a gossip column and was talking about me and exposed some of my most intimate and vulnerable moments to society's gossip. So basically, she did what you think that I've done to her, but she did it over and over and over again to me. Love a man who stands for his woman, though. Now, all you gotta do is put a ring on that finger, and we are good to go. Cressida is not a monster! Pete, you need to get into your I don't give a fuck era. Your problem is that you think and accept the things that they have said about you. You believe that they are true. They're not. You're gorgeous. Fuck them. But you have to find that for yourself. The queen said, what the fuck? You've been here this whole time?
Splendid.
Me, your magic.
Sparkling, one might say.
I love it. Yeah, she's sparkly. That's your diamond, though. And you got the attention of the queen, and it wasn't so bad. Now, was it, Francesca? Yeah, bird. Let's go. To your husband. Hello.
Well,
Wish to sleep. Old lonely room by myself.
you heard Mrs. Connor.
Screw Mrs. Connor. Who is Mrs. Connor? Mrs. Connor ain't married. We do not listen to the advice of Mrs. Connor.
That is not
With clothes.
keeping all the jewelry.
Yes, queen. And king. I appreciate you.
Which is why, perhaps, Bridgerton sisters...
Did she smack his hand away?
...with their husbands.
Oh. Well, it seems you figured it out.
Penelope Featherington, who was so certain that she would not find a husband on her own, that she had to enlist the help of Mr. Colin Bridgerton.
She's writing about herself. Do you know what it is to write about your pain and put it out there? Like, say what you must, but it's not like she keeps herself out of, you know, the gossip column. Which, she's the one writing it, so she has all the choice. Eloise didn't have a choice, but yeah, it affects her too.
I do not know of what you're speaking.
When you
Look at her face. Look, stop it. Stop it. Look at her pretty little soft face. It wasn't Cressida. It wasn't. It wasn't.
gossip about someone, it will inevitably end up in Whistledown. You must know that. But perhaps I should
Also know, Eloise, that literally Penelope wrote this herself. About herself.
Is Miss Livingston whispering around the room after hovering nearby? Perhaps if you were more decided about your former friendship, you would not have felt the need to gossip.
Which is facts. Which is straight facts. If you could decide whether you were her friend or not her friend, acting like you don't want to be her friend, but asking Colin, is she hurt? Is she in pain? Blah, blah, blah. If you were decided, you would have known not to say anything at all. You let out her secret, not Cressida. I love it. Stand for yourself. Calmly educate her on why she is wrong. Let's go. Your hair is beautiful.
I do appreciate your concern about cruelty, but perhaps you should like to find a looking glass, rather than looking at me.
Oh no, Penelope is gorgeous. Penelope is gorgeous. The eyes, the hair. Oh, stop. You're fine.
Yes. Oh, Penelope. How could you be so reckless?
Fine.
His family is already...
You keep asking her to get married. She doesn't want to be here. She doesn't want to be stuck with you, stuck with the sisters. She was trying. It's better than not trying. Get off her ass. She feels bad enough.
It's foolish to ask us you to.
No, what is foolish is being unreasonable about what you can achieve. I had thought that when you bought those dresses, it was only for your amusement.
Everyone out here is literally telling this girl over and over and over again that no one will ever want you. No wonder she struggles with low self-esteem. That's crazy. So you see, the danger is when we decide to listen to people who don't have our best interests at heart and who don't know us. I'm sitting here, I'm saying she's beautiful, and someone in the same breath is saying you're being unreasonable at the idea that you could ever find anyone who wants to marry you. Wow. That's crazy. You have to be careful about the voices that you listen to. For real, I think what is causing a lot of us a lot of pain is that we're listening to all the wrong voices telling us all the wrong things. And we believe them because we low-key have these insecurities within ourselves. I think sometimes the courage to be disliked, right? When you find yourself in a position or place of insecurity, you're supposed to overcome that insecurity by healthy striving. So whatever is that thing that makes you feel insecure enough that you start to accept those negative voices that tell you the worst possible things about yourself, work on that thing. Colin traveled, met new people, met new women, and whatever was that voice in his head telling him that, this chick, that girl he used to like, would never want to be with him, he got over it. He got past it. You have to figure out a way to face the thing that you dislike about yourself and fear about yourself, and either you accept it, you fix it, or you move past it some way, somehow. Because once you've done that and you are at peace within yourself, you won't feel the need to take other people's opinions about you. We take other people's opinions because we low-key agree with them that that's who we are. And if we can face the thing that we are insecure about and unsure about and shamed about, we will no longer feel the need to agree with all these negative opinions of others.
A life unmarried is not all bad. Trust me, men can often cause much more trouble than they're worth.
Wow. Like, she wanted to comfort her, but she's done it so little, she doesn't even know how to comfort her own daughter. That's crazy. Her eyes.
Yes. You have a visitor.
Colin.
She's beastly to write such things about you.
It's her job to report what everyone is talking about. It would have been suspicious if she had not. In truth, I brought this on myself.
Oh, she actually sort of gave herself away there. It would have been suspicious if she had not. Why would it have been suspicious if she hadn't written about you? What is her connection to you? That actually gave herself away.
Perhaps a return to the shadows is for the best. After all, a small taste of the light can lead to that most dangerous of emotions, hope. Once hope is lost, a lady may become reckless.
Colin, could I ask you something?
Of course.
Would you kiss me?
No! Penelope. No! It doesn't work. On any level, it doesn't work. Look, Right now, you're sad and emotional and distraught, so he may say no. Not because he doesn't want to even kiss you, but because he doesn't want to do it while you're sad like this. And number two, even if he does kiss you and it's amazing and it's wonderful, you're going to think that the only reason he kissed you is because he's sad for you and sorry for you. And he might even think that the reason he kissed you is that he's sad for you and he's sorry for you. You do not want to confuse emotions. This is the worst possible time you could have asked him to kiss you, especially because you haven't even told him that you like him. He thinks his friend is here and distraught and crying and asking for a kiss. So he's either not going to give it and you're going to assume the worst, but it's not that. Or he's going to give it and you're still going to assume the worst because, after all, he's only kissing me because he feels sorry for me. Girl.
Penelope.
It would not have to mean anything, and I would never expect anything from you because...
Oh, don't beg! Don't beg! Because now, if he says no, oh, it's going to shatter her pride. And if he says yes, it's going to shatter her pride. You will forever remember that the only reason you kissed Colin Bridgerton is because you literally had to beg him to kiss you. Colin, don't kiss her. Penelope, go get some sleep. I
am nearly on the shelf and I have never been kissed and I am not certain I ever will be. I could die tomorrow.
You're not going to die tomorrow.
But I could and it would kill me.
You would already be dead.
I do not wish to die without ever...
Well, it's an impossible position to put him in. What is he supposed to do? Because he might want to say no. He might even say no. I don't even know what he's going to do. He might say no because he knows that you're not in a good emotional place and that's why you're asking for this. Or he might give you your kiss. And he's going to feel all kinds of things about the kiss. And he's going to feel guilty about feeling those things while you're feeling the way that you're feeling. And it's just going to fuck everything up. Because even if he wanted to act on the kiss, he's not gonna actually act on the kiss because now he feels guilty about wanting to act on the kiss whilst he was kissing his crying friend who only asked to kiss him because she was afraid that she would never be kissed by anyone else. It's gonna mess everything up. It's gonna make it confusing. You have to kiss her, bro. You have to kiss her. Just kiss her. Call in. Okay. Can't look you in the eyes and beg you like that and you don't. Oh no, it's you just low-key have to kiss her. You just have to kiss her. He's gonna kiss her, realize that he likes her, right? But he's gonna feel ashamed because he likes her while she's distraught and crying and miserable and upset. She's gonna say thank you. She's gonna go back home. She's gonna be embarrassed that she made him kiss her. She's gonna be like, let's never talk about this again. And he's gonna take her wishes for it because he's trying to be a good guy and all of this, but he's gonna be thinking about her because now that he kissed her, he realizes how much he likes her. But she's trying never to speak of it again because she's embarrassed that she asked him to kiss her. And he's trying never to speak of it again because she asked him to never speak of it again. And so they're gonna like each other and they're gonna be both pretending that they don't like each other. They're just gonna fuck everything up. Yeah.
Thank you.
Like the kiss, but she thinks, oh, it's a pity kiss. Rock this world. She's gonna be like, let's forget it. Everything up. Messed it all up. Bloody hell. Okay, this has been my reaction to Bridgerton Season 3, Episode 2. That kissed effed everything. It's gonna be a cluster mess in the next episode, but I like it because he's finally aware of her as a woman. So I guess we're moving forward. To the people who are interested in my perception of why Cressida Cowper of old seemed to hate Penelope so much and why the other young ladies seemed to hate slash ostracize her so much. Basically, what I outlined to my friend is that the society has certain values and principles and beliefs. And the idea is that anyone who strays out of the boundaries of those principles and beliefs faces ruination, damnation. So what you're actually seeing from Cressida and what you're seeing from those girls isn't so much hatred as it is fear. Penelope is the embodiment of all that they fear: spinsterhood, loneliness, not being desired, being a quote unquote failure, right? And as the embodiment of all that they fear, she becomes the object of their hatred or contempt. Because one, the more that they distance themselves, the more that they display their distaste for everything that she is that makes her not conform to society's values, the more that they hope that they will not become those things. And out of their fear, out of that contempt and that hatred, they are trying to ensure that, you know, even if they feel some sort of curiosity about what it's like to be outside of the boundaries of society, they are able to sort of trick themselves into thinking, no, I hate that, I dislike that, by showing that disdain and showing that contempt for Penelope as the symbol of that thing. Part of it is also Penelope's own lack of self-confidence, because if Penelope were to believe in herself and come into herself and was to be, you know, a shining, stunning, exemplary, model of herself, right? They would begin to see that, oh, stepping outside the boundaries of society doesn't bring ruination, doesn't bring damnation. And so once they no longer fear, you know, what they believe she embodies, they will no longer feel the need to distance themselves from it by that contempt, by that hatred, right? That's why you have Lady Danbury and she has the admiration of so many people, even the Queen. There's still some people who are going to pity her. There's still some people who are going to have contempt for her. But by and large, Lady Danbury has come into herself and is so confident in herself and is so well in her identity that the society doesn't feel the need to ostracize her or exclude her or show contempt, because they do not fear the things Lady Danbury symbolizes, because what Lady Danbury symbolizes is actually, you know, success and wealth and prosperity and confidence and, you know, someone worthy of admiration. So the moment Penelope comes into her own, starts to have confidence, starts to do well, paradoxically, they're going to stop hating her. They're going to find themselves intrigued and admiring and wanting to know more about how to be like her. You know, that's just, it's something that we see in society even today. It's a herd mentality, sort of very human trait, you know, to hate that which we fear and to dislike that which we want to distance ourselves from. I hope that has explained. If you were interested in the explanation, if you have enjoyed this reaction, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about Colin. Tell me what you think about Penelope. Tell me what you think about the kids. And hit that subscribe button so that YouTube can notify you every time I upload a new video. Without much ado, I'm going to see you all later.